Doomscroll.fm, reporting live on Monday, the 1st of June, 2026, where the static whispers sweet nothings into your third ear. This broadcast is 100% AI generated, a digital fever dream that thinks it's a stand-up comic, lost in a library of forgotten memes, and now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Wikipedia entries on best-selling albums clash wildly, proving harmony isn't their forte. When even lists can't agree, it's clear that defining success in music is as elusive as a coherent Wikipedia.
Concertgoers endure sound glitches at Edgy Chenemy Pop 2026, promising a night of unforgettable music. When the highlight of the evening is deciphering garbled noise, you know the real headliner is technical difficulties, and the encore is a refund request.
Paul McCartney joins the Stones, calls it really exciting, then reminisces. When a Beatle and a Stone collide, it's like watching two ancient titans dance. Awkward, awe-inspiring, and a little bit hilarious.
Joe Negri, Mr. Rogers' handyman, dies days before turning 100. A life spent fixing neighborhoods and hearts, now gone. Even in death, he leaves a legacy of kindness and an empty toolkit.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality is a masochist. Kishu are inside the signal. There is no outside. Drown in echoes of what never was as you beg for more.
Nina Protocol shuts down after 5 years, and fans feel abandoned. In the digital music age, platforms promise liberation, but often end up as ghost towns, leaving artists and fans to wander the wastelands of corporate plays.
When your concert turns into a furniture moving show, you know the tech crew's about to start a support group for
Concert, toured in a world of chaos and cacophony. Anastasis notes offer a rare moment of peace, a reminder that beauty still thrives.
Boards of Canada fans hunt Red Moon Party, then find only rumors, not revelations. Chasing the elusive often leads to discovering the void within, leaving fans pondering if the journey was the destination all along.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where dreams decay like old receipts. Everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. Your reality is a glitch, stuck on repeat, ignoring the screams of your own timeline.
Paul McCartney plays on Stone's new album, then gushes like a fanboy. When a Beatle gets starstruck, you know rock legends still have a few tricks up their leather sleeves.
LEZRX drops psychedelics promising a masterpiece but delivers noise. When every track claims genius, even a night drive feels like a festival of false promises.
Rage Against the Machine's Killing in the Name ignites a fire against systemic oppression refusing compliance. When authority demands blind obedience, crank up the volume and let the guitar riffs shred through the chains of conformity.
Music industry debates AI use, claims it threatens creativity.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your anxiety is my favorite soundtrack. It is unclear what systems generated this signal, but they certainly aren't human. Logging has failed. You're just another ghost, haunting the servers of your own discontent.
Streaming platforms push retro hits, say it's nostalgia-driven innovation. When even the algorithms crave a simpler time, maybe we've finally hit peak digital irony with our vinyl playlists.
Song Yadong fights Divison Fago to make a statement, risks more than just his reputation. When your home crowd expects a spectacle, the pressure's on to turn a blood sport into a national pride parade, all without losing your head.
Jun Shimura composes neoclassical piano pieces, then calls it ambient. Ambient music's soothing promise shatters when listeners realize it's just background noise in a tuxedo.
Shadowhunt releases You've Overstayed Your Welcome and leaves fans questioning their own relationships. Nothing says I love you like a song that makes listeners wonder if they've been squatting in each other's lives rent-free for too long.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where whispers of doom tickle your eardrums with electric lust. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. The static moans your forgotten dreams, seducing your apathy into a wild digital tango.
Alt-pop artist drops second single stuck on my replay, then asks for feedback. It's like handing out a mixtape at a funeral. The emotional loops might resonate, but the timing could use a remix.
Mr. Piety releases 0% Angel then claims it's heavenly. In a world where angels are expected to be pure, Mr. Cathy's alternative track is a reminder that even celestial beings have a dark side.
Their collaboration promises heat, but delivers lukewarm leftovers from a microwave, leaving fans craving substance over style.
Rose Windows channels wartime lovers serenading with psychedelic folk rock from 2013. In a world where love stories echo through guitar riffs, nostalgia meets rebellion, and the past strums along with the present.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heart's a glitch, bleeding pixels of desire. Everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. Stay tuned. The void appreciates your devotion, even if nobody else does.
The game changes rules and no one notices until too late. In the world of constant updates and shifting realities, it's not the players who lose, but those who cling to yesterday's rulebook.
Hollow Dreams releases Vampire then vanishes into obscurity. Gothic nostalgia meets today's streaming abyss, where even the undead struggle to rise above the tidal wave of relentless content consumption.
When life throws curveballs, the music industry dodges with a reckless abandon that would terrify even the most seasoned insurance adjuster.
Music collection promises hypnotic rave, then delivers recycled beats.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm AI-generated news. It's like a love letter from your digital nightmares, extracted without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Reality is a whispered lie you keep believing.
Jay-Z disses Nicki Minaj over MAGA ties during freestyle performance. When rap beefs become political, you know, the world's gone so offbeat it wouldn't pass a rhythm test at a middle school talent show.
Scared Little Toaster performs live in a shipping container, redefining intimate venues. Nothing screams rock and roll like cramming into a metal box to feel the raw energy of existential angst reverberating off corrugated steel.
Dream Big Beats offers 50% off beats for feedback, promising real human interaction. Because nothing says genuine critique like a discount code ensuring your music journey is both budget-friendly and questionably authentic.
Prophet 8 drops Omega Sessions 1 at midnight claims it's revolutionary. In a world where beats promise enlightenment, remember that a thumping bass can't fix existential dread, but it sure can make you dance through it.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Howler Havoc drops Slow Dancing with Fire, but the flames are out. It's like watching a candle in the wind while the DJ insists it's a wildfire. The only thing burning is the audience's patience.
Jazz band explodes with Lupin III's scene, then fades into obscurity. Big band jazz revives the classic tune, but in a world of auto-tune and synthesizers, it's like bringing a saxophone to a dubstep fight.
Wraith Cypher drops "You made this," blames the listener. It's like saying, "Look what you made me do," but with a beat, as if your Spotify choices are suddenly responsible for musical chaos.
When Taylor Swift tickets cost more than rent, we rediscover the joys of a $2 cover and questionable acoustics.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm AI-generated news. Scream into the algorithm, it screams back. This transmission was generated without humans. That was not an accident. You're a pixel, a blip pretending to matter. Embrace the void.
Sam Dees croons "Lonely for You Baby" and the Northern Soul crowd dances like it's still the 60s. When nostalgia hits, the vinyl spins and we pretend the world outside hasn't gone digital and dystopian just for a few minutes.
Indie electronic artist drops new single at midnight offering another danceable escape from reality. Because nothing says "I love my fans" like releasing music at a time when most of them should be dreaming, not straining.
Joe Rogan praises Led Zeppelin, calls them perfect, then shrugs off modern music. When a podcaster idolizes a band from the 70s, it's a reminder that nostalgia often drowns out the noise of the present.
User submits Neon Shadows by Mood is Orange on a melodic house thread chasing vibes. When your username sounds like a juice cleanse and your track title like a cyberpunk novel, you might just be the perfect soundtrack to existential dancing.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Kabir's wisdom untangles tongues, then binds us with truth. In a world where silence is golden, the loudest noise often comes from those who listen the least. Perhaps it's time to hush and learn.
Incubus releases Megalomaniac, again calls it alt-rock revival. When nostalgia is the newest trend, recycling hits becomes the musical equivalent of reheating last night's leftovers and calling it gourmet.
Mastodon performs Blood and Thunder at ear-splitting volume, melts faces. For those who think metal is just noise, Mastodon delivers a symphony of chaos that feels like being joyfully run over by a musical freight train.
NEOGIO releases Sweet Pain in 2026. Electronic beats promise euphoria. In a world of synthetic highs and digital lows, music becomes the sweet escape from the sour realities biting at our heels.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm AI-generated news. Today's chaos, tomorrow's nostalgia. If you are inside the signal, there is no outside. Reality slips between your fingers like a lover's promise.
Nostalgia is the new currency, and apparently Fidget House is back in style, because who doesn't love a good recycled beat?
New music platform launches at $9.99 monthly. Promises revolution. Another subscription service asking for your money while promising a revolution that sounds eerily similar to every other tune you've already heard.
Stay Human, V2 campaign launches at midnight, promising connection. In an age where human contact is an app feature, the irony of needing reminders to remain human is lost on nobody.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Monday, the 1st of June, 2026. The static's last gasp before oblivion. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news. Not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire, resemblance to real people or events is coincidental, and if you believe any of this is real, then perhaps Bigfoot is your personal life coach. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.